Today I am fixing some baked apple slices, and I'm loosely using a recipe provided by my Aunt Monica. I have tweaked it a little bit to where I liked it to how I would like it. The first being that I don't use a whole apple. I cut it into slices, of course. And then I also cut back on a little bit of the sugar and the brown sugar, because with the kind of apple I'm using, a John of Gold, they're already sweet, pretty sweet, so I don't need all that extra added sweetness. So I'm going to take you along on how I make mine and show you how it's done. And it's a wonderful dessert, and it's perfect for this time of year, and the fall weather's great for it. And I wanted to add that this is a entry into the collab for the Happy Harvest being held by our Urban Homestead and City Girl Homestead here on YouTube. So let's get this started. The first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to peel, core, and cut my apples. For this recipe, it calls for 2 apples. Again, the recipe itself, it's whatever apple you want to use, whether you want to use one more tart and up the sugar, or use one that's already sweet and reduce the sugar. I have John of Gold's, so that's what I'm using for the recipe today. I will put all the ingredients for this recipe in the description box so that you will know. And I'm making the full recipe, so it will be the full recipe that's in the description box. Okay, so we have our apples cut and cored. So now we need to add our what's going to be our toppings, our coatings. So the original recipe that she gave me called for 1/4 cup of sugar. To me, that's a little bit much. So I think what I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with 2 heaping tablespoons. And then I'm going to go with 2 heaping tablespoons of brown sugar. That last one was regular white sugar. This is brown sugar. If I feel like I need more, I can always add more. Then it's saying 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So let me get my 1/4 teaspoon here. The only thing I didn't have prepared, there's always something. Get my salt. I'm so used to not adding salt to stuff. I don't add it to a whole lot of stuff. So I don't automatically do it. Okay, that's our salt. And we need a full teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm of the opinion you can never have too much cinnamon. This is a 1/2 teaspoon measuring thing, so it'll take 2 of them. Okay? Then put them in a container or in a Ziploc bag, whichever is easier for you. And shake it up real good so they get nice and coated. Of course, some pieces are going to get more coated than others, but that's okay. Just as long as each one has something on it. Okay, once you get those coated, you need to take some spray, cooking spray, and spray the pan you're using. I'm using a glass pie pan because that's what I have handy. My nose is itching. And then you will need to take your apple slices and arrange them onto the pie pan or into your pie plate, cooking dish. Might take a little bit of work to get them all to fit. Don't forget, once you have it in your dish, you need to add about the equivalent of 2 tablespoons of butter scattered here and there on top of the apples. Like this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these pats in half so they'll cover more area. Just to be safe. One more. Oh, I wish you could smell these. They've got, the butter has formed a juice around them, and it's just unbelievable, the smell. Getting better in frame there. These, I guess I know what I'm having for dessert tonight after dinner, but these are wonderful. I would suggest anyone try and make them. I'm sure your family would love them. If you liked this video today and going along with this recipe, I'd like to request that you like, share, and subscribe my channel. And I do hope that you come back again for further videos and recipes over the next few months. Bye now.